Hold on. How many people are elsewhere? We get some people up at the cathedral, some people at the training grounds. Just wanted to see. There is actually somebody here in the dormitory. Oh, we go to the 3rd floor now. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Ah, Marianne.
My adoptive father sent me here so our family name would be known. He doesn't care which side wins, the Empire or the Alliance. However, even if he tells me to come home, I intend to stay. I want to see this new world Edelgard dreams of.
Alright, that's fair. You could teach me some faith. I'm good for now. I just want to talk to people for the time being. I guess let's talk to some other peeps upstairs while we're going through different areas. We'll go back to the main floor, the main courtyard in a bit.
It's normal for history to be revised in favor of those who hold the power.
We don't recruit Marianne. She
The
does not appear
documents in
post-game at
this
all, and
library
suggests
are
that she...
no exception.
Oh.
It's perfectly possible for someone to have made edits to them. But
Wait.
it's my belief that no one has the power to blot out the truth entirely. I like to read the same texts over and over.
It suggested she isn't around anymore. I mean that she's dead? Whoa! That's only a theory. Yo! Oh my god, that gave me chills. That's not good. Oh, I don't like that reality one bit. Holy crap. No thanks. I'm so happy I recruited her then. Hey, Leonie.
I'm so glad to see you're all right. I really regretted not being able to keep the promise I made to my mentor.
Your mentor?
Captain Gerald, obviously.
Oh.
I'm still his first and greatest apprentice, you know. I'm going to do just what he asked. I'll be right here to support you from now on.
Okay. Well, thanks. I will hold you to it.
Really?
Oh my god, Rogue! Holy shit! If that's true.
Professor, do you know how happy I was to hear you were still alive? I'll tell you how happy. For the past 2 days, I haven't had my morning or my afternoon naps.
Oh my god, Lynn, are you dying? Morning nap?
Yes.
Like, wait a minute. You just woke up and you went back to sleep?
You finally joined us, have you? I attached myself to the Imperial Army as well. Seemed the thing to do. I feel I owe it to Edelgard to set my past feelings about the Empire aside. I am happy to help her. It's strange, isn't it? After 5 years, the 3 professors are together once more.
Yeah, because Manuel is here
I am
too.
most curious, though. You say you were asleep for 5 whole years. Incredible. Perhaps this is another effect of your crest. I do look forward to investigating you in greater detail.
Well, maybe later? We can talk about it, I guess.
Wonderful news.
That's fine.
I am most excited to begin. We must find the time, of course.
Yes, of course, we must find the time. We will find the time, Hanuman. Fear not, my good sir. Hubert and Eddie are still up here. Alright, that's fair. Who's where? Well, I guess they're both back here. They're both where Rhea used to be. Lovely. Hey, Eddie.
Professor, I'm sorry to have dragged you into the fight again so soon after our reunion, but you appeared at a most opportune time. I'm truly humbled by your support, my teacher. Thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome. You can count on me.
And so I will. I'm hoping your abilities from 5 years prior are still intact. Make sure you're ready to head out, okay?
Alright, Hubert's got that mission for us.
Allow me to brief you on the details of our situation. The Empire firmly controls the western portion of Fargus. However, the central and eastern regions continue to put up heavy resistance. The strongholds in these regions are Aryan Road, the fortress city, and Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. We cannot control Fargus until we have taken both of these cities. As for the Alliance, Houses Gloucester and Ordelia seem predisposed to capitulate to us.
Interesting.
However, due to interference from houses Regan and Goneril, we have yet to secure their cooperation.
So if we take out, I know
Claude
Regan's our
obviously
target.
hopes to keep the Alliance whole through diplomacy. But because we have had to focus our efforts against the Church until now, our forces have yet to meet his. We have only
This is
recently
appropriate
begun
workplace
to take
behavior.
the fight to Alliance territory.
Oh,
Allow me
wait.
to- the Empire, the strong
All right, hold on,
creature
hold on,
has
hold on.
powered Claude, but we have only. I have a
Review the
request
quest.
for you.
Gather the requested resources, and then deliver them. Alright, so I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody up here. Let's go take a look at the cathedral next. God, look at this place. This place is totally in ruins. Oh my god, you can see the sky.
Hey! I was so surprised to hear that the faith of Saros was a sham, my eyes nearly popped out of my skull. But just because the church lied to us doesn't mean that the goddess isn't real. That's my take on it anyway. I'd feel very anxious with no one to pray to.
Hmm.
Who, me? After the battle
Hey, Mama.
5 years ago, the Imperial Army occupied Garreg Mach. The cathedral and several other buildings were destroyed, but we've done some repair work here and there, and we're using the buildings as a base of operations. As for me, well, the church moved its headquarters to Fargus, and I've seen no reason to follow. When I returned to Enbar, I received a summons from Her Majesty, and I chose to answer.
Well, welcome to the team, my friend.
No.
Professor,
Since you came back, everyone's been smiling. Just you being here makes an incredible difference. I can't express how reassuring it is to see you.
Aw, makes me happy, Ash. You look like you turned out well. You grew up quite a bit. A fair number. Oh, do we still have, do we still have complaints? There is one note. Sure. What's the difference between killing someone and calling for their death instead? Both situations, their blood is on your hands, so isn't it all the same? Like all things in life, it's about context and perspective. That's Dorothea. Interesting. Wonder what the hell she's asking that for.
right.
Ah, okay. Who's out over here? We got another support conversation.
Professor!
Ah, Caspar, my good sir. How you doing? How have you been?
Hey, Professor, something's been bothering me. Remember that suspicious guy I chased after back when I was a student? A knight scolded me for it, but at the time, I really thought I was doing the right thing. Now that I've had more experience on the battlefield, though...
I've been looking for you. There
Oh.
isn't much time, so I'll keep this brief. The knights encountered a band of brigands while out marching. It was hard fought, but we prevailed. Our soldiers are highly trained, but the enemy was formidable, and we weren't expecting combat. There were a number of casualties among our troops.
Oh boy. Well, I pray for their souls.
Much appreciated, but there's a reason I need to bring this to your attention. The brigands all bore identical tattoos of a scorpion on their arms.
A scorpion,
Please
huh?
keep an eye out for that mark in the future.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. If you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
Heck of a coincidence, right? As soon as I mention that suspicious guy, this happens.
Yeah, that was related, wasn't it? Well, it's good to hear they're finally been dealt with.
But some of the knights died in combat. They died because of what I did 5 years ago. This is my fault. If I'd stayed quiet and tracked the guy down like you said, we would have stopped those brigands sooner. And I wouldn't have blood on my hands.
Caspar, you can't blame yourself for something like that. Well, he might have harmed the children. This is true. You could have saved the
But he
kids.
probably wouldn't have. Now those knights, they're not coming
We're speaking in
back.
hypotheticals
We
here.
both know
There's
it.
no point.
This is all my fault.
Well, now you're just being too hard on yourself, buddy. You're just being way too hard on yourself. The religion of Saros is a sham. How do you explain Sothis? Well, we're not saying the religion is a sham. We were saying the church was a sham. The religion and the church are two separate things. You don't believe in the church. You believe in the religion. The church is just the avenue the religion takes to spread its message. It's actually kind of accurate to how things are today as well.
Within the territories of the Alliance, the Gloucester and Daphne houses dominate the West. House Gloucester has always supported the Empire. There's not much chance of them defying us. So all that needs to be done to restore peace in the West now is to crush House Daphne.
Ah, Ferdy, there you are. Oh my god, I'm
The
getting so much
last 5
slowdown.
years have been difficult at times. My relationship with Edelgard is rather contentious, due to the incident with my father.
Yeah, I bet. I was there
Nevertheless,
for that.
I cannot abandon my family's duties. As Duke Eyre, I must play my part in the Imperial Army. Edelgard intends to abolish the nobility, but I know I can dissuade her from doing so.
Flesh and Randolph? Who the hell is Flesh? Fleshy? Fleshy? Just because the local pope is a dick doesn't mean the local goddess doesn't exist. There you go. Neil Bullseye gets it.
There were clashes with the Kingdom Army near the Western Front, but this is the first time the Alliance Army has had an honest-to-goodness fight. I hear their leader's pretty competent, but the Alliance Army is pretty tough too.
It's okay, Sarah. Thanks for coming out.
Ah, a new face. I am Randolph von Bergleys.
No, you've met
I'm
me
the
before.
guardian of this place. Wait a moment. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yes. You're Her Majesty's professor. You're alive? Oh, this is my little sister, Fleisch. She's
Fleisch.
just a rookie, but she's helping me as my assistant.
Fleisch, huh?
Hello. I'm Fleisch von Bergleys. It's nice to meet you.
You're no Flane.
I know I'm inexperienced, but I'm gonna do my best. You can count on me to look after my big brother.
I've heard you're planning to march into Alliance territory. I'll be here to guard the fort.
And then these two have to be related to Caspar, right?
Hi.
Somehow. He's part of the same house. Nope. Who's over here?
Professor.
Lysithia! Hello. It is a wonderful time to speak with me.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead.
You should get some rest.
I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Oh, and she's dead. She collapses immediately.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly.
Kerplunk.
Get that way when you realize you haven't got much time.
What do you mean? This isn't the first time we've heard her say that.
13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word. Skin pale as death. One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household.
Jesus.
They began performing terrible rituals on the children. Though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring our every move,
I think I see where this is
nothing
going.
but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me.
Yep.
You know, my hair wasn't always this color.
Oh, what was it
During
before?
their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood, One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within
And
me.
then there we go.
Losing pigment
And
from my
Edelgard's the
hair
same way.
wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened.
A shortened
5
lifespan.
more years at most.
Wait, whoa, what?
Perhaps less.
How long ago was that?
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our
She's magic
territory.
tuberculosis.
After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass.
It's too soon to give up. It's very true.
It's not like what's been done to me can be undone.
Let's find a way to undo it then.
Professor. The only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crest.
God damn it.
You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
So basically, we got 5 years. Save the waifu. Zar is in a save the waifu kind of mood today. Well, we're now A rank. God damn. These crests, man, like, I didn't need to see this to all this stuff to know the crests are just bad. Bad news.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Hey, Gatekeeper-kun, he's back.
What's that? Do I have brothers in the church?
Wait, what?
You really are well informed.
You do? Wait,
My
what?
older twin works for the Knights of Saros, but I think he's just a grunt. Not a noble gatekeeper like yours truly.
What the hell?
Unlike me, he's very devout. He left the Empire a long time ago.
God damn, it's a different Gatekeeper-kun, but it's Gatekeeper-kun all the same.
By making an enemy of the church, disorder is running rampant among the populace. It's quieted down over these last 5 years, though.
It's Bro-keeper.
The well-being of Her Majesty is steadily improving.
Hey, Alois. Ah.
At long last we meet again.
Not my Gatekeeper.
I knew you were alive. I knew you could survive. And 5 years on, you arrive. We're reunited. I'm glad I kept watch for you in the downstream villages all that time. I was
Gatekeeper-kun
so
is dead.
devoted
This is
to
the
fighting
worst
that I left
timeline.
the Knights of Saros. Now I serve no one other than you. I'll protect you, just as I promised Captain Gerald I would all those years ago.
Well, thank you, Alois. I'm glad I can have your support. It's good to know that you're still around, buddy. Have we actually talked to... We haven't talked to everybody, but we have talked to most people. We do have a thingamajig over here.
I need a favor.
Dealing with deserters. You should persuade them to join you. Okay. I can do that. Head to battle against the deserted soldiers. All right.
No.
That's fair.
Since the great nobles lost their standing, the regulation of the merchant houses has relaxed somewhat. You'd probably have thought that would make it easier for us to profit. But the world isn't so simple. The war has made the price of goods unstable, causing no end of hardship for the people.
Oh, who is over here? Is it Dorothea? Because I know we have a thing with Dorothea coming up. Oh, no, Marianne! All right, let's go talk to Marianne.
Dear Goddess, I ask
This is
for
not where...
guidance.
Why was the thing over there, not in the cathedral?
Professor, you're always watching over me, aren't you?
You know, after these 5 years, look at Marianne's face. She looks so much more lively now.
I've spent my entire life avoiding people. Speaking to others was so difficult for me, so I made a point to always be alone. Animals and the goddess were the only ones I could really open up to. Do you remember the time you asked what it was I prayed for?
Thanks and protection?
Yes, but that wasn't the case. Back then, I felt that my life served no purpose, and that I was nothing more than a burden. In truth, I was begging the goddess to take me to her. That was my daily prayer. But now I fear the idea of dying and being left alone. I have friends who accept me for who I am now, in spite of
Marianne
my
has
past.
learned to live.
And I have you watching over me. I finally learned to accept the kindness and warmth of others. It's because of you, Professor. Because of you, I've decided to live.
Well, I'm glad. You know,
I'm
living's
sorry
good.
to have worried you,
It's a good thing.
But I'm all right now. Even if I'm separated from you or any of my friends, the memories I've made here will give me the strength to continue on.
She has gotten so strong. You should look to the future instead of the past. From now on, we'll look to the future together.
Oh, I'm sure I'll have the strength to move forward if we're together.
There we go. These conversations are always so dark. I mean, with some of these kids, that's definitely true. A lot of them have been way through way too much. Man, just way goddamn too much. All right, the last couple of peoples to talk to are here in the training grounds and the stables. Or not the stables, the Knights Hall.
Hey, Professor.
Hey, Raph.
What have you been up to for 5 years? Hope you haven't gone soft. I got myself into perfect shape. Took all 5 years of pushing my muscles to the limit. But look.
Yeah, I don't really see a difference. No, you look strong.
You bet I do. You got to get training if you want to catch up.
Uh-huh. I'll keep that in mind.
What's that look
Hey,
on
Shamir.
your face? Surprised to see me?
Kind of, yeah,
I'm a
actually.
mercenary. Always have been. Even when I was with the Knights.
Wait,
of
do you mean to tell me
Sirius.
Edelgard's paid you?
I never was too attached to Fodlan. I was considering leaving soon, but I might change my mind if you're around.
Oh, thanks. I think. Hey, there's Bernie's in the corner.
Are we leaving for battle? I heard it's a long march. But it's fine. I've had plenty of time to stay inside lately, so I think it's time I run out. Yeah, I can do this. No more Bernie Bear.
Bernie Bear?
Oh, yeah. People call me Bernie Bear since I hole up in my den all the time. Not anymore, though.
Oh, I get it now. That's the spirit. Go, Bernie Bear. I didn't even think of that. Oh, it's funny. That is just funny. Oh my god, get out of my way, dude. Why you also must join my club. Like the children, together will stop any hurt they've suffered through hapless husbands and waifus. Alright, Dorothea, your turn.
This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor.
Oh?
That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with.
But Gatekeeper-kun. But Bernie. But Gatekeeper-kun. Game. Why are you tearing me apart like this? Oh, so you found me out.
Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfrank Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same.
Damn.
And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left?
Yes, Dorothea is still my
I'd be
waifu.
old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started.
I won't let you be alone. There's the gentleman's answer. I see her fears, though, you know, like youth and talent and all that stuff, it's fleeting. It's young. And as you age, those things start to dry up over time.
That's sweet of you. Even if you are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life. And I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
You wonder, huh? Well, we'll see about that. We'll totally see about that. All right, last thing to do, the training grounds. We'll talk to Petra and Felix, and then we are good to go.
Edelgard is controlling the Empire. She is putting the pressure on the Kingdom in alliance. Empire and religion are at open war. It will be difficult for us at first.
Do I
but
sense
corrupt
betrayal?
nobles are many. That means the common people will rebel and be joining our side. With you, Professor.
Later, Blue Rose.
The battle tides will turn. I have certainty.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Well, we got an advanced sword tournament today. We'll probably do that at some point.
For 5 years, I've fought for the Empire. I've cut down hordes of enemies. Now I have the same look in my eyes that the boar used to have in his. The look of a savage beast who loves nothing but destruction and violence.
I don't know about that. I don't really see that look in your eyes.
I hope not. You and Edelgard must not disappoint me. Mark my words. The future you're building had better be worth all this bloodshed.
I feel like I have to live up to his, I have to live up to, Felix's, I don't know, his interpretation of things. That's kind of terrifying. Yeah, let's do this sword tournament. Who would be good? Petra, possibly? Probably. Felix would also be another good choice, and he does have the more HP. Silver Sword Plus. Yeah, let's enter Felix. Let's give this a try. Oh my lord.
Alright, next.
Well, alright then. Felix, just be a bamf and murder this person in one fell swoop. Alright, give this one a go.
Alright,
His crest activated! What the hell, dude? Oh my god.
You fought well.
Nice. $17, only one hit. You can take it. Give it a go. There's the crest.
You haven't earned my pity.
Oh. And here are the finals. Now that's a fight. Oh, you might kill me? I think we'll be okay. That'll be 38 damage. You're gonna hit me twice. Interesting. Oh! What a hit. And we are just okay. Oh my god, I just saw my accuracy was only 79%. That's terrifying. We did it though. And we got the Silver Sword Plus. Felix and his bullshit crest. Nice. Good work, Felix. My god. I will gladly take that sword. That was pretty close, but Felix was he was good enough. He was good enough to handle the challenge. Oh jeez. Okay, let's go to the dining hall. Oh, we still have like tons more support conversations to see, I think. I think we've now seen all of them from my perspective. We still got some with other people, like Edelgard and Hubert, rank B.
We've come such a long way. After all, I was only 4 years old when we first met.
From your perfect memory, Lady Edelgard, I expect nothing short of the utmost precision. Do go on.
What do you mean?
Please don't mock me with such frivolous praise. I can hardly recall that day.
You say your sister when she's crying?
Forgive
Are you
me.
having a crisis? Oh my god.
I suppose I must have been
God
6
damn
at
it.
the time. I have no recollection of it. My earliest memory of you is of when you were injured. I recall being scolded most sternly by my father. You are Lady Edelgard's servant, he said. You must protect her with your life.
I had no idea. But House Vestra has served House Fresfelg for generations. Given that, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Indeed. After that, I made certain to accompany you wherever you went. That is, until the incident.
Ah, when my uncle, Lord Arundel, defected to the kingdom and took me with him.
Right, so that's when
The
she was
sensation
spirited
of
away.
loss that overcame me on that day defies all description. It was as horrific as if I'd lost all my limbs. I left the city in a mad rush to rescue you. My father sent soldiers to capture me. I fought them off for 3 days, but they did finally manage it. Of course, I was only 10. I never would have reached Ferdiad.
I've never heard that story before. So there are things you've never told me.
It wasn't important.
That's beside the point. I wish to know these things. If there's anything else you're keeping from me, please tell me at once.
Respectfully, I decline.
Why? It's a simple order. I really must know.
Speaking of your orders, there was a task you gave me earlier which I have yet to carry out. Excuse
Fighting
me.
for 3 days. Hubert is a 10-year-old.
Just a moment.
Bamf.
I just hope he's not hiding anything too worrisome.
Well, only one way to find out, Edelgard. If you wind up with a dagger in your back one night, then you have your answer. Ah, these two. This is going to be interesting.
Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Oh,
Behold,
God.
Edelgard, do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Oh, my God.
Ferdinand? Stop.
Dude. Chill.
I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
Pamphlet?
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire.
Oh, boy.
But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then!
Oh, my God. He's just...
All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
Some of these B supports are kind of awkward
As
and
you
off-putting.
wish.
Post-time skip.
Ha!
Oh, boy. Oh, this is not going to end well for him, is it?
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
So these supports could have been seen
Fastest
before the
and
time skip.
strongest? You're
To
just
prepare for
flattering
some
me.
changes in
I
personality.
have been defeated. Utterly.
So is this actually
I
viewable
cannot
before the
believe I
time
was
skip?
foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
Edelgard is one/woman?
I do not
I
think
guess so.
talent is what separates
Ah.
us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Well, alright then. And we've got Eddie and Petra now.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
Remove you!
You have my thanks.
polite way of saying murder
I've
you.
been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding,
Wait,
Petra.
literally? Or metaphorically?
It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you now?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Brigid, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Brigid on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
That's nice.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
I'm sure you 2 lovely ladies will. I have the utmost confidence that that will be the case. What else do you have to... Ah, Edelgard and Lysithea. Now they're going to have an interesting relationship here, I think.
Lysithea, are you all right? You don't look well.
Huh? Oh, no, I'm fine. Really. Just not accustomed to so much manual labor.
Let the Yuri
You were
commence.
cleaning the library all by yourself?
Yes. The other student who was assigned to tidy up with me wasn't feeling well. So, it's just me. I figured I could at least dust the bookshelves or something, but I got a little carried away.
So many books. You probably tired yourself out just moving them from the shelves.
As much as I love books, I can't say I love carrying stacks of them to and fro. They're so heavy.
Well, maybe you should think things through a little more next time. Surely you can tell how much physical strength the job is going to require before you begin.
I can do without the condescension, thanks.
Yeah, ouch.
After all, I'm the only one who has to deal with the fact that I've worn
Yeah,
myself
Lysithea's
out.
taller than her now.
I
That's
only
kind of
said
funny.
that you should take care of yourself, especially considering
Considering what?
nothing.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh, she knows. She probably
How about
knows.
You return to your quarters. I'll finish cleaning up in here.
That's
I
interesting.
want to finish what I've started.
That's
I don't
very
mind,
interesting.
Really. Please, don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. As long as you'll finish all this up.
I will. Get some rest, okay?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
If what I heard about Lysithea is true, I just don't know how much of it I should believe.
Very, very interesting. What else we got here? Hubert and Ferdinand. And that's it for those 2. Ash and Mercedes? Yeah, Ash and Mercedes. Well, then that's it. Cool, then we've gone through all the supports. Let's take a look at them. Just 2 more.
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Hubert, what are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Hubert, what are you doing?
Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard...
Explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it.
Edelgard's hair
You
naturally white. Her
disobeyed
dad's
a direct
was.
order?
But he was
thought
old.
You were her loyal aid.
It's a good question.
All that I do.
Yeah,
I
let's
do
say
for
no.
her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment.
Yeah, so Edelgard and Lysithea are definitely cut from the same cloth in that sense. Mm-hmm.
It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You are not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
It's decisive, it gets things done, but not exactly the most diplomatic
Listen to
approach there, Hubie.
yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think,
These
I
two-
started to believe you were a useful aid. These
two are... They're pissed at each other, and they've attained support level B. I love it when the game does that stupid shit. Alright, Ash and Mercedes.
Oh no, this isn't right. Now what am I supposed to do?
What's the matter, Mercedes?
I accidentally made this food much sweeter than I wanted.
Let me taste it.
Oh, he's a cook.
Yeah, a little sweet. What if we try adding a few spices?
Huh? This is delicious. You're an amazing cook, Ash.
My dad used to own a restaurant. I helped out a lot around the kitchen, even as a little kid.
Wow, that's a lot of responsibility to take on at an early age. No wonder you always work so hard. I might learn something if I watch you cook.
Well, no promises. I just have a little bit of experience, that's all.
I'm
But
going to
look
tell
at you,
Edelgard about her
you're
most
great
recent
at
mistakes
baking
right
cakes.
now.
It's true that I'm quite good at
Subtly
baking,
inform her
but I'm not
alternatives.
the best when it comes to seasoning. Maybe it's because I don't like spicy food? It's tough to make food taste good when you don't enjoy it. I just had an idea. If the reason I can't cook spicy food is because I don't like it, then all I have to do is eat some spicy food. If I learn to like it, then I'll be better at making it, right?
I mean...
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
It's possible.
No. None of that matters.
What?
Once I've made a decision, I have to go with it. I'll make something spicy right away.
Okay, Mercedes, I'm gonna leave it to
This
you.
won't end well.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ash. This is gonna be
If I leave her to it, she'll make
disaster.
an even bigger mess.
Hey, Ash, which seasonings should I use? These ones?
Hold on, Mercedes. Let me show you.
Oh, boy.
That one goes best with meat, but for stir fry, what you really want is this.
At least he's actually trying to teach her. I mean, it's something. It's certainly something. All right, let's have a meal with some people. Who still needs perking up? I mean, everybody needs some perking up. Giggity goo. Leonie, sure. And Annette, why not? Let's go hang out with those two. I'm probably gonna just be eating a lot.
That looks delicious. Ooh, I love this stuff.
Cool. They're all happy. Catch you later, Stamek. I'm actually going to be calling it a stream around here now, too. So I'm going to finish off using these activity points. And then we're going to make it to the end of the month and do our first post-time skip battle. It should be fun. So reminder to all of you, there is no stream tomorrow. I will be performing in a show. So I will not actually have time to stream. But we'll be back the next weekend. So thank you all so much for coming to today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys in the next one, which will be next Friday. Thanks all for watching. This is the Musical Gamer signing off. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys next time. See you guys then.